What up, everybody? Yeah, this is a tiny little quad, and this is my review of the Fineco, Fineco, whatever. This is my review of the Fineco FX-2. This is a little tiny nano quad. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the bad real quick. There's just a little bit of bad. Overall, I like this nano a lot. Although I think the worst thing about this is its pitch. It doesn't have a very deep pitch. It's pretty shallow. Because of that limited pitch, this isn't very fast, and it doesn't like any kind of wind. I'm not saying you can't fly it outside. I've flown it outside and had really awesome flights with it, real good ones with tailwind. This thing gets real fast. Going against the headwind, this thing is really slow. But you can have good outdoor flights with it. I've had quite a few, but much better suited for indoors because of the pitch. The yaw isn't great either. It's not bad, but it definitely could use a little speed bump on the yaw. It would just improve this pitch and yaw. So I guess I pretty much complain about that almost every review, but companies don't want to listen to me. So pitch and yaw, and then the only other kind of negative thing is that it has this Fineco controller, transmitter, radio. It's weird and odd and designed by a blind man, apparently. But as much as I don't like this design, it works. It works well. This is the same transmitter that most of the small FX series by Fineco has. I know the FX-5W that I have is this one, same protocol. This is actually, I believe, yeah, this is the FX-5W one. I just left that one in there because it's the exact same transmitter. I know the FX3, which I actually do have coming, has the same transmitter. So I'm pretty sure they're all same protocol, but like I said, it works. Even though it doesn't feel good in your hand, I have great flights with it. The FX5W gets incredible range with this. This one gets okay range. It's more like a standard nano range than the FX5W gets amazing range with this. This is all right. That's about it for the bad. So let's talk about the good. This thing lights up freaking awesome. Let's turn it on even in the daylight here. You'll probably be able to see it pretty good. It's got the red in the back and the blue in the front, just like it is supposed to be. Fineco, great high five, great job on always keeping your lights in the proper configuration. This one has an added green headlight right there in the front, which makes orientation on this thing a breeze. This is an amazing night flyer. Flies super awesome in the dark because of its lights. It's so bright at night, and because it has blue and green in the front, really easy for orientation. So I really like flying this at night, in the house, in the dark, whatever. It just looks, look at that. Cover up the light a little bit, you can see that better. It just looks awesome. The other really good thing about this is flight times. This is a little nano, but you know, getting 10 minutes of flight out of this is, you know, something that you will have. If you're not doing flips, if you're flying it inside, 10 minutes of flights, 10-minute flights are not out of the question. Outside in the wind and, you know, pushing it as much as I do, 9-minute flights pretty damn consistently. Really nice flight times from this Nano. So that's awesome. It does have a nice, Fineco instructions are always really nice. They're translated or written specifically for English speakers, but the instructions tell you everything you need, and it's nice. I've said it before. I appreciate a nice instruction manual. Sometimes even I know that's hard to believe, but sometimes even I need to pick one of these up and answer some questions, and this one's good. This does have a headless mode, and it works like all other headless modes, and I'll say it again and again with these toy quads. It works for a little bit, then it loses its heading and kind of starts drifting. If you're buying a quad, specifically a toy quad, specifically for headless mode, you know, maybe you shouldn't be buying quads. They're fun for about 5 seconds, and then they're just a pain in the butt, and they teach you really bad habits. So it is on here for those of you. I don't even know why you'd want headless mode in a Nano besides to maybe spin the yaw and do circuits or something, and so it looks cool. But you know, using headless mode to get this little thing back to you is, you know, not really feasible, because if you got this far enough away from you to lose heading, it's probably going to lose transmission and just drop, because it doesn't fly very far away from you. So I didn't even bother taking everything out, but it does come with a USB charging cable, a spare set of props, and a screwdriver. So you're able to take everything apart, and I've actually replaced a motor on this one, and not from any fault of this Nano, but because the dog here loves these Nanos and goes absolutely crazy when I'm flying him in the house, and it's just hilarious. So I fly him so he can chase him, and he actually bit through one of these motors, this one here. Not this one, I replaced it, but he actually bit through the metal casing, which I've never seen him do before, and I was just shaking my head and laughing. But I did replace the motor. I have many Nano motors, and real easy to replace. 2 solder points. You don't even have to add solder. So it flies again. It flies real nice again. But like I said, no fault of the Nano. It wasn't defective or anything. It was just a rather large bulldog biting its motor. So this thing has 2 rates, 1 yaw. It flips very well, and it's fun to fly. I really like this Nano. I wish it had more pitch. If this had more pitch, it'd be, you know, up there in the top Nanos. But because of its limited pitch, you know, it's pretty good outside. It's okay outside, but inside it's really fun. I have fun flying this inside at night, especially. So I think that's about all I got to say about it. So let's check out a little flight demo, and I'll take you through the pitch and the yaw and do a little bit of flying, and we'll call this a review. What up, everybody? So this is going to be the flight demo of the Fineco FX-2, and you can recalibrate the accelerometer by pushing the right stick down and giving it a 360, and the quad will flash, and then you're ready to go. So this has 2 rates, and we'll just go through the normal stuff. So here's low. Here's the pitch on low. Not a lot of pitch. Pretty docile. Low's kind of a struggle to get it to do what you want. Good for beginners though, I guess. So here's the yaw. Oh, come back here. So here's the yaw. And it's just got one yaw. So there's the pitch and yaw on low. Let's set it down here and alright, here's high. So here's the pitch on high. A little bit better. This is a pretty shallow pitched quad, even in the high rate here. You can fly it outside though. I've had some really nice flights with it outside, but definitely does better indoors because of the limited pitch. The thing has a lot of power, just not a lot of pitch. So let's check out a flip here. Those real nice flips. Oop, there's a double. Oop. Double the crash. Alright. Let's just do a little fly in here. That's the funnels you get. Pretty wide, but they look cool. Ooh. I like this little Nano. I've had some really good outdoor flights with it. It surprised me with, you know, just a little tiny bit of wind. Ooh, around the statue there. But you can see this is a really nice flyer indoors. This thing has really, really good battery life, like I said. So, good little winter flyer. The funnel's not too bad. Thing lights up awesome. No problem with orientation, day or night. Lights up so good with that green headlamp too. You can always tell when it's coming at you. A little wide in the turn there. Oh, oh. Yeah, a little wide in the turns. All right. I think that's a good enough flight demo. So that's the Fineco FX-2. Thanks, guys.